Okay, so I'm gonna come clean here. It's been a couple of days since I last recorded the first set of clips for him. And you know what? I gotta hand it to y'all because you did come up with a new joke. Half of you don't even think I'm real. Hello again, Test and YouTube audience. Hi, hello. Or I guess if you're watching this from some kind of reaction video. Hi, Twitch chat. Okay, so funny enough, Tess messaged me about this project back when I was out on a grocery store run. I couldn't message him back immediately because for some reason I was in a low signal part of the store and my phone had been put on SOS mode for some reason. But in the little amount of message that I could read, I saw that he needed something from SpongeBob. And let me tell you something, he didn't even need to say anything else and I was just instantly on board. Then when I got home, I read that it was a SpongeBob and Five Nights at Freddy's crossover and I went, you son of a bitch, take all of my money. And I know Tess, he has a way of like learning new animation techniques like he did with Shrek and Bluey, which if you haven't seen those yet, links are right there. So I knew he wasn't gonna do something like I initially thought he was gonna do, which was just Five Nights at Freddy's but with SpongeBob characters.
All right, I think we could beat this game though. It's gonna be very intense, but I feel like the nights go by very quickly. Oh my gosh, look at that thing. That thing's cool. It looked like, wait, was that SpongeBob?
And look, that's funny, like, don't get me wrong, but like, those jokes, much like Squidward's will to live, they've been kind of done to death already. And mine. So I figured I'd add more to that by making the first thing I thought of when I heard SpongeBob Five Nights at Freddy's crossover, the Krusty Krab Toreador March. Literally all it is just an arrangement of the aria Votre Toast from Bizet's Carmen opera, but played on an accordion and a recorder. Spoiler, that's not the only one you're gonna hear. Because I had finished that cover late at night and then I just went straight to bed after that. And when I woke up, I read that he actually wanted a version of the Toreador March like the end credits theme. So I did that too. It's just a couple of archtop VSTs with a UAD amp sim, EQ, and compressor slapped on all of them. I guess the only other arrangement of the tune that didn't quite make it into the video, but you're hearing it right now, is this one played by a Hot Club swing guitar plugin that I bought specifically for this. Because yes, it very much is worth the money, because honestly, I don't think I've ever heard a Hot Club swing guitar being so easy to program and sounding this good before. Even with Contact 6 giving me an aneurysm and forcing me to harass Impact Soundworks customer support on a Sunday. Gotta love being stuck on old versions of stuff. Now, for the other sounds you did hear in the video, these are mostly all original stingers that I wrote myself in the style of those old KPM stock audio tracks that SpongeBob did make heavy use of. Of course, you have your menacing low brass, your bittersweet strings, your chilling orchestras, and of course, who could forget the jangly guitar? And since Tess told me that a lot of these just needed to sound similar enough to the originals that the average person, I wonder who, would not be able to tell them apart, these are all mostly made from scratch. Except this one. This one's just straight up Mussorgsky's Bald Mountain. Hey, SpongeBob does make use of classical music too, I'm pretty sure. And we've already kind of beaten the Toreador joke to death into the ground, so like, what do you want from me? And yeah, all things considered, you're left with a nice little musical hodgepodge that the internet apparently thinks should stay away from each other. And I agree. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go commit even more musical blasphemy.